Welcome back to Layton's Mystery Journey. Before we delve into today's main event, Case 11, I ran out of time on Tuesday, so we didn't quite solve our final level of Pound in the Pound, and I just moved him by accident because the right stick controls him, apparently. So yeah, I'd like to try that again. Oh right, I forgot to look at where the boss. Hold on. Alright, where do I want the to... Maybe I can get him up. Find a way to break this. He'd stop there, and then I could stop him here. That'd only be 3. It says there's a minimum of 4, so that can't possibly be it. Interesting that we also have these holes over here that could be filled. Or that box that could be broken. You know what I'm thinking now? I'm thinking let's try yellow and then pink. See, that gives me a spot where if I can get up into this row, it gives me a spot to rest him against, and then I can move him up into the goal. Oh, I wasn't looking down there. Yeah, sure. But I thought I clicked yellow. Okay, so now I would maybe try blue. If I hit purple now, I'm just gonna die. Ah, there might have been something to that. Alright, still can't do that. What if I start with below, just to make it so that... happens here would be... Alright, yeah, let's just reset all that. Alright. Staring. Analyzing. Yeah, I think there is something to me leaving this here. But what I haven't been doing is undoing the switches. Let's see. I'm gonna be forbidden from using the red switch anymore because this ball is resting on one, but that could be a good place to have one. But I want green or purple at all. I'm gonna say I want to move you up. Then maybe I want the blue. Oh, and now I can actually undo the red switches if I want. Alright, so hold on, let me put a rest on. That sets up a ball there. That sets up a thing there. Now blue will knock that one off the red switch. It also fills this hole down here. Time for everyone's favorite purple. Let me go back to before I move him. Green is obviously wrong right now because they'll kill him. Could do purple and it would stop short of this blue switch, and then I could go duh. Okay, but I can't hit the green switch to break that box yet. I must move Cheryl to safety. Cheryl to safety. Oh, I can't undo the blue switch after that. I just gotta do that first. And that concludes the Hound and the Pound. Pavement Pounder's Parlor has been added to Cat's Conundrums, so more bonus puzzles for a future stream. We save there, that leaves only one minigame, but again, we're still missing, I think, 2 things from this list. 1, 2, yeah. Alright, so our clients, just to refresh your memory, were Scotland Yard's head inspector, the mayor, rich movie theater owner, rich woman obsessed with her pet, rich heir, rich bank owner, rich newspaper runner, and rich cruise line operator. And then that inspector's wife. Then our sidekick in a flashback. And now the client is us. This is Katrielle Layton, wanted. And I've changed her into the cardinal cape for this case. Winter's coming to a close in my area, and in Animal Crossing. So let's get one more good dose of wintry love while we can. The start of another lovely day. Ernest, pour us some tea, would you? Yes, miss. You seem to be in a rather gay mood this morning. Have you had some good news or something? Oh, you noticed? Is it that obvious? I thought I was managing to hide it quite well. Like a poker player. You know, you were humming loudly. Well, I popped into the Lucky Clover up the road yesterday. You know, the boutique owned by Miss Price. Anyway, I saw the most delightful hat. But I couldn't decide if I should buy it or not. Life's hard, isn't it? Just so hard. She was just about to close for the day, so I had to leave it. But I've been thinking about it all night. And in the end, you realized it was all a waste of time? And in the end, I decided I'm going to splash out and buy it. So it's time for a trip to the Lucky Clover. I was so hoping there'd be more to it than a hat. Charles, stop. Worrying about hats is not a trifling matter. It's what an English gentlewoman does, and should do. I'm very excited about it, miss. I'm sure you're going to look simply stunning in it. Thank you, Ernest. By the way, have either of you noticed there seems to be a bit of a commotion going on outside? I can hear a lot of voices, yes. Oh, there's rather a crowd gathering. Say, I wonder what is going on. Perhaps we should go and investigate. Oh, everyone seems to be gathering outside the Lucky Clover. And I don't see any tails wagging. Looks serious. I can't really see. I wonder what's going on. Miss Layton, look. There's a policeman outside the shop. The police are on the scene. Some kind of incident must have taken place there. Yes, I dare say. Gosh, let's go and ask some of the people milling around if they know anything. Excuse me. Sorry, lad, I'm right in the throes here. Big news this is. Very big news indeedy. If this doesn't make the front page in the morning, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Of course, I gotta write the article first, but... You're the lad from the Layton Detective Agency. Yes, that's right. Whatever is going on here, Douglas? And Miss Layton, crikey. Sorry, have I... Dearie me, it's her. Miss Layton's here, look! It is her, the woman herself. Can it really be true? Open bracket. Personally, I don't believe it. Close bracket. What have you done, Cat? Everyone's practically jumping out of their skins at seeing you here. I know. I have no idea what's going on. I'll just go and ask one of the police officers. I don't think that will be necessary, Ernest. Someone's coming over, look. I don't believe I've ever seen him before, have you? Well, Miss Katrielle Layton, I believe, of the Layton Detective Agency. Yes, that's me. I don't believe we've met. Britannius is the name. Chief Inspector Britannius. I'm from Scotland Yard. Oh, well, pleased to meet you, Chief Inspector. There's quite a crowd here, isn't there? What's happened? Don't speak to me, please. It's against protocol to converse with suspects. Suspects? No, I'm... Katrielle Layton. I'm arresting you on suspicion of perverting the course of justice and... No, you can't arrest Miss Layton. The pound? Just a moment, please, Chief Inspector. What am I even accused of doing? Why are you arresting me? Please. You're a suspect for the murder of Clover Price, proprietress of the Lucky Clover. Miss Price? Lucky Clover? Murder? Murder? And they're not calling this one a maybe murder. You mean Miss Price has been killed? Impressive acting, love. But don't you think you're rather overplaying it? I know you did it. I didn't know anything about this until just now. Oh, really? Perhaps this little cease will jog some memories for you. This morning, it was reported that the proprietress of the Lucky Clover, Miss Clover Price, was lying motionless on the floor of her boutique. Police rushed to the scene, but the victim was already dead. Don't believe it. Miss Price? We've managed to pinpoint the time of death as yesterday evening. And according to witnesses, you, Miss Layton, were seen entering the shop at that exact time. So, darling, what more can I tell you? Obviously it was you. Well, I did go to the Lucky Clover yesterday, you're right. I was thinking about buying one of the hats. But Miss Price was precisely fine when I left. You carry on lying to me down at the yard. Constable, take the stuff that's in. Yes, sir, Chief Inspector. Miss Layton, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to accompany me to the station. Oh, Miss Layton isn't a criminal. This is madness. Ernest is right. Please, hear me out. Come quietly, please. Otherwise, I regret to say I'll have to cuff you. Gosh, they really are going to arrest you. Cuff me? But I'm no killer. Sorry, miss, but I have to follow procedure in these matters. You're flogging a dead dog, cat. They're not gonna listen. This must be the scoop of the century. The esteemed detective, Katrielle Layton, accused of murder. I thought nothing could surprise me. It looks like they're determined to pin this on me. Alright, everyone, stand aside. Britannius, what the dickens is going on? Well, what's a surprise? Not. I thought you'd be making an entrance before long, Hastings. Come on, what evidence have you got that she did it? I was expecting you to protest her innocence, seeing as how she solves the majority of your cases for you. Not protesting anything. All I'm asking is, what proof have you got to catch the killer? I'll get proof, Hastings. Just as soon as I get her in the sweatbox back at the yard. That's not warranted and you know it. What's with the strong-arm tactics? Oh, I can't hear you. Must be because I'm in charge of this investigation, not you. Might be in charge, but I'm not gonna sit back and let you get away with coercing a suspect. Looks like he's in the middle of a dogfight. I have a nasty feeling that if I let Chief Inspector Britannius arrest me, I'll be on a one-way track to jail. So I think I'm just gonna make my excuses. Bye. Where are you going, darling? Not trying to skip town, are we? Bother. I'll distract them, miss. Run while you can. Thank you, Ernest. You're a lifesaver. For you, miss, anytime. Sorry, Chief Inspector, but I can't let you pass me. You're trying to protect her, are you? I don't think so. Sorry, I won't budge. I can't get around him, sir. Katrielle Layton, stop right there. Sorry, I've forgotten how. Where are you even going, Cat? No idea. Basically, as far away from here as possible, but the end of Chances Street will do for now. I'm not sure I'll get those legs working. So we're on the run. You can't actually stick around here and watch these two distract them for as long as you want. If you want to break the tension. And of course I do. There's a hidden puzzle. Fantastic. Using these 3 shapes, see if you can make 4 identical fan shapes. And you can only move the squares. The shape is made by joining the radius of a circle with an arc to a second radius. I think the fan shape is like supposed to be out here.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Haha, da 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 da. And now we save. Alright, what else can I steal before the police start chasing me? I saw you. Lots of money. Do, 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 do. Flavor text, any more coins, fashion farthings, collection items, puzzles. Hit me with all you got, game. Another lamppost. There's the Cocoa Conch. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Conch. There's no time to stop and think. This is the race and we have to stay in the lead. I know, but where to go? I'm not used to being the one who's being chased. I'm usually the one doing the chasing. Ciao, Bella. Pleasure to see you again. Oh, hello. I didn't mean to listen, but you are being chased by the police. Go to Lipski's. They will help you, I'm sure. Good idea. We'll head that way. Don't let them catch you. I know you are not the killer. No one who appreciates fine food as you do could commit such a crime. Thank you. Ciao, and be careful. Lucky likes you, eh, Cat? Yes, all the eating here paid off. I never thought your overactive appetite would be getting us out of trouble. No time for yapping. Let's hightail it to Lipski's. You're right, Cheryl. I can't afford to let them catch me. I think I'm a murderer. But that in and of itself is a clue. Someone killed Clover Price. Gotta know the crime to solve the crime, I guess. Oh, it's those two. We're on the run from an active police chase, but let's stop and admire the tourists. You won't believe what happened, miss. The worst thing. Ow, Benji! Oh, there's a puzzle in the Italian restaurant. Ah, this one again. Once again, everyone needs 8 slices of pizza. No egg, you'd be fine. There or no. I'd give all the tomato to someone. You're the one who doesn't like bacon, and there's plenty of bacon, so I gotta make sure the bacon gets spread around. This one is bacon and eggs, so it obviously has to go here. This one's got an egg on it. Time to do some rethink. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bacon sort. And all I know for certain is that this girl needs to take that half. But no egg. There are one with 3. The halves have 3. But the only halves have egg on them, so that doesn't work with you. You would like that. I can't give this one to her. See. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7 would need one more slice. So you, oh my god, no, grab the egg. Because I want to do a little trade here where you get this and you get this. 8, 8, 8. But you're no bacon, and I somehow put a bacon on your side. Like, a really big bacon. I could trade a bit. They definitely made this one harder compared to the last iteration. Okay, is that 888 now? But he is the bacon! How did I just put it back where it shouldn't go? How do I keep doing that? You take this big tomato piece. Take that other tomato piece too. Better yet, take the egg piece. Egg. Egg. I'm sure they all need 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they all need 8 pieces. That's too much, and this one has an egg on it, so like, no. Well, let's put it this way. She needs to have this half. So she needs an additional 5 pieces. So how can I make 5 pieces of no tomato? Exactly 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be one way, is just to give her this big bacon chunk. Alternatively, give her this half of the egg on it and any of these 2 pieces. Or give her 2 of these double pieces and this single egg piece. Okay, you are a no-go for bacon, but I can give you that. 6. I would need 2 more. I'd have to give you something like this. But I can't give him all of that because of the egg situation. What if I did this? Make that swap. Give you bacon he doesn't want. 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, plus 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No bacon, no tomato, no egg.
A good puzzle is something you have to chew over.
I want to chew that pizza. Alright, back to running from the law. Ooh, money. Okay, but back to running from the law. Ooh, money. Okay, but seriously, we're gonna run from the law. Ooh, a clock. With money. How about that old lady with her morning paper? Quite the sight. Never know what else they're hiding from you when you're supposed to be running away. In the storm grate, no. That's just talking to them again. How benching. That's just some dialogue for the roof. Alright, save. And then I see a particular character we haven't seen in a while. What are you doing here? Oh, Miss Layton. Good day. Booster! What a surprise to see you here. Indeed, ma'am. One is informed that you are a suspect in a murder inquiry. Most troubling. Oh, you've heard already. News travels fast. Is that why you're here? Oh, ma'am. Miss White dispatched me on an errand to acquire provision. Murder is an egregious charge, ma'am. One would like to express one's sympathies. One is in no doubt of your innocence. Thank you, Wooster. It's very sweet of you to say so. Alright, now to hide. That would be the way that the police are. How about the other way? Oh, we've made it this far at least. Fugitives, how did we end up in this mess? I hate needling to fee. One's bad enough. Oh look, Alex and Hans are both here. Let's ask them if they have any good ideas. Perhaps they'll know how we can slip away from here unnoticed. Or perhaps we could rob their shop since we're already on the run. Rob them of puzzles. Five houses? I thought there were only 3. A, B, C, and E are lined up in a row. The house D is built. The diagram, blah, 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 blah. You can see house D in the middle of houses C and E. The diagram shows the disk. So how many meters are between houses D and E? Okie dokie. There are 50 meters between houses C and D, but there's only 20 meters between C and E, so there's some sort of diagonal perspective going on, like D is further back than C and E. I mean, it says that the 4 that are not D are all lined up in a row, so C and E are in a straight line from each other. But D has been set back in such a way that it's 50 meters apart. So it's a triangle of sorts. Now, triangle logic dictates that that third side could, well, technically be anything, I guess, but because C and E are lined up all together, and D appears to be directly between them horizontally, that would make this an isosceles triangle, which would mean the other side between D and E is also 50 meters. That's my first thought, anyway. Yeah, you can see house D in the middle, so the fact that it's in the middle is the icing on the cake that tells you it has to be 50. Otherwise, it could really be just about any other number if you view it as a scalene triangle. I'm rolling with it.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
Oh, we got our final dessert recipe, so we're just one recipe short of being able to do the ideal meal minigame in full. Alright, anything else I can pilfer? Thank you for the coin. Fashion farthings in the trash, baby. That's a statement about fashion if I've ever heard one. Ah, detective, I hear news. Me and Bratzy have been worried about you. You are a murderer. Police are saying this. Oh, that's why I had to get away. But now we're on the run. Oh, yes, but we know you are not killing woman. Thank you. It's so nice that people believe in me. We want to help you. The police are chasing her, Bratzy. What is best way for her to escape? Oh, yes, I have idea, if you can work it out. The amazing breakout. Somewhat diegetic. To get from the starting point at the bottom left to the goal at the top right, you need to break through one section of wall. Alright, well I can go here. But then that leads to a dead end, or I can go down here. That leads to a dead end. Question is, will here and make it? Yes. I think I found it. If I break the wall there, then I can go down this hall, up, if I break the wall, I can go straight through here, and then down, and around, back up to there. So if that's wrong, then the game is lying.
A good puzzle is something you have to chew over. I ain't nothing but a hound's dog.
Oh yes, your try plan? I think police will not catch you this way. Ratsy, wait, your plan will not work. Why you say this? A better idea? You always are being smart, Alex. Uh-oh, I think they'll start baring their teeth. If detective wants to escape from police, this is better way. Or advice on evading the law? Do it again! But break through 2 sections of wall. Okay, well, I clearly have to destroy something in the first hallway, because it leads straight to a dead end. I don't know if I want to destroy this upper wall, or if I want to... Not this right wall, I don't... Although... Oh, yeah, actually, the right wall. If I break through here, and snake around, and I break through there, straight shot up.
A good puzzle is something you have to chew over. That was too easy.
Oh yes, you solve puzzle, you see? This is good way to escape from police. Wait, Bratsy, your way is not working either. What must she do then? How does she stop police from catching her? Maybe we need completely new idea. Not running away, something else. New idea? Ah yes, I have the answer. What are you thinking, Bratsy? We hide Detective and Dog in shop, in place police do not look. Hide us, but where? In here, what you think? In there, really? I don't know, a cat and dog in such close proximity. There is no time for arguing. In. Right, alright, come on, Cheryl. Ugh. Hello, what over here? 2 likely lads. Haven't seen a certain Katrielle Layton by any chance, have you? Detective from agency down street? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You taking the Michael, sir? Come on, spit it out. Where is she? She came through shop and exited through back entrance. She went out through the back. Lads, out the back. Good. Stupid police are gone. Detective and Dog, you can come out now. That was a real struggle. Sorry, inside of giant teddy bear was too small for you, I think. I remembered when I made this teddy bear cake, there's big space inside, but not big enough. Oh, it wasn't too bad space-wise, it was just a struggle not to eat any of it. It smells so good. I really thought she was gonna start nibbling at any moment. Alex, Hans, thank you both so much. You've really thrown the police off the scent. It was nothing. I am happy my giant teddy bear cake is useful for something. I still cannot believe Clover Price was killed. It is a very sad day. She was a difficult woman sometimes. But I don't think people have problem with her that makes them kill her. I know what you mean. Same thought crossed my mind too. Who could have wanted her dead? No time to think of this now, Detective. Police all behind shop. Now is chance for you to escape. Yes, you're right. Thank you again. No known enemies. Where to now, Killer Kitty? Cheryl? I've got it. We head to the river. The Thames? Yeah, fishing at a time like this. Great idea. No, look, there are police searching for me everywhere. If we don't use our heads, they'll find me. That's why I'm suggesting the river. If we get on a boat, we can get far away from here in no time. A boat? That is actually a good idea. I know. I'm impressed with myself. Come along then to the river. Well, we've made it this far without being caught. The wharf is on the other side. Over the bridge, cat, quick. Yeah, I don't know who this quick person you're referring to is. I just know that I'm gonna take in the sights. I mean, we got them off our trail. We got time to look around. And the bridge is right there. There was an orange spot. Give it to me. Oh dear, why are you looking so miserable? I'm sick. Homesick. I just received a letter from my family in Sangrio. Oh, I see. No, I cannot let myself be unhappy. I am selling papoños! Papoños are unhappy and like oil and water. And I also have new puzzle for you. Curve triangle. How can we make the shape in the image by using equilateral triangles of any size? What is the minimum number of triangles required? One. Because you can cut out of it. That not the answer. I mean, they might want you to think it's 6 because it looks like 3 diamonds all intersecting. Even then, that's not really the case. They don't intersect at a point. They might want you to think it's 4. I don't know. I'm feeling like this is a stupid latent puzzle where the answer is, of course it's just 1. You can make the snips. We didn't say you couldn't cut it.
Not
No.
good, Katrielle, not good.
Really? They didn't go that route. I mean, the answer can't be 0 because they want you to use the equilateral triangles. But I feel like there's some folding going on then. Alright, it's gotta be 3 then, because here's a triangle. The bottom 2 corners folded in. Same here, fold the bottom 2 corners in. So if it's not 3, then I don't know what else to tell you.
I've seen how to solve this now.
No,
Not good,
what?
Katrielle, not good.
So I can't cut or fold? You didn't say I couldn't cut, you didn't say I couldn't fold. I'm gonna go ahead and try 2, just in case that number in the middle.
I've seen how to solve this
Tried
now.
1 and 3.
Oh, that's not like me.
Alright. But then it has to be 4, right? One big equilateral triangle and then 3 smaller ones that cut into it. Surely it's 4.
This is an interesting one. And that's how it's done.
That's too obvious to be a Layton puzzle. That's too straightforward. Also, I think I proved it could be done with 3 if you allow for folding, at the very least. Not to mention the fact that you could make cuts from 1. You had to at least give me the 3 for folding. Alright, let's get back up. Where does that put me? Right here, so I can just go ahead and talk to you again. Let's see what sort of excuse they make.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Right, they should have said that you cannot cut or fold the triangles. One day the whole world will buy Paponios! And I'd rather have a Paponio than that puzzle again. Do I have to reacquire any hint coins? Yes. Alright, Shady. Apparently something happened down at Chancellor Lane this morning. Do you know anything about it? No, not really. I heard there was a big stir about something. Don't know what. Sounds like the news hasn't spread this far yet, Cheryl. Will though, just a matter of time. Up it to the bridge. Ugh, finally, we made it. Can't breathe a sigh of relief yet, Cheryl. Look, there's a policeman on the bridge. You think he's looking for us? I'm not sure. Let's stay out of sight and watch him. I'm on to you, policeman. Hey, Hound. You're not in a good place, huh? I hear your owner's a killer. News travels around fast, doesn't it? But don't be led astray by everything you hear. For starters, Cat's no killer. But more importantly, she's not my owner. Yeah? Well, sorry if I got the wrong end of the stick, Hound. So how's it all gonna work out then? Got a plan? We'll work something out. I've got to shake a paw now, see ya. I'm on to you, police bridge. Bunch of coins there. Nothing in the open sky, right? Alright, watch all police person. Is he even blinking? If we try to cross the bridge, he'll spot us instantly. No doubt all the other bridges across the river are being patrolled as well. It looks like we're out of luck. But if I can't use the bridges, how can we get to the other side? How does I get across without the police noticing? How about something like this? A triple jump athlete decided to wow his girlfriend by leaping across a river on floating planks to propose. On the first hop and the second skip, he can either go forward, left, or right one plank. Changing direction if necessary, but on the last jump, he has to continue in the direction he's already moving, leaping over one plank to the plank beyond. Tends to repeat this several times. Where should he start? Forward, left, or right one plank, and then he leaps over one plank. Alright, so hop, skip, nope, jump, hop, skip, jump, hop, skip, jump, hop, skip. Okay, so A doesn't seem to be working out, not right off the bat. Hop. Hop, skip, jump. Hop, skip, jump. Hop, skip. Hop, skip, jump. Hop, skip, jump. Hop, skip, jump. Jump. Hop, skip, jump. Hop, skip, jump. Hop, skip. By the way, here it shows the guidelines directly. One adjacent, the next one can be adjacent, but then the next one has to be same direction as the previous. and it has to skip. So that's what I'm trying to work out in my head here. Oh wait, wouldn't C? Maybe. I Question: when it says where should he start, do they mean the plank or the shore in front of the plank? That impacts what we're able to do. Thing is, I know that to reach that pink plank, it has to be approached from the left. It has to happen after a jump with a hop or a skip. Because in order to approach from the right, he'd have to jump, but that would mean he'd have to have done a skip in that direction beforehand, and there's no room to do it from there. Same with the south direction, there's this gap. So really I'm tracing this pack back from here. Up. Up, skip, jump. Up, skip, jump. Jump. Up, skip, jump. Up, skip, jump. Da. Da da da. Wait. Ba 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 ba. Oh wait, he can't go backwards. He's not allowed to go back. I'm thinking of all sorts of ways he can double back and go backwards and just do this, but I'm not allowed to do that. Sorry for the yawn. So then he can't reach these planks up here, like, ever. If he does, that's the end. No, wait, but he can go down. Just... No, they should have changed the perspective on that example drawing. Well, he can go backwards if we're talking about left to right. It's a loop. Um, um, close. Um, 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 D can't work. Um, 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 but you can't go backwards. Having, like, I feel like it's C, but I'm having trouble justifying why. Oh, it's A. It's A. I just found the path. He's gonna go plank, plank, jump. Wait, no, that wasn't it. He's gonna go plank, plank, jump. Plank, plank, jump. Plank, plank, jump. Plank, plank, wait. No, I had this though. It was like plank, plank, jump. Blah, blah. And then it was down. Blah, blah, blah. Up, up, jump. Up, jump. Up, jump.
I see how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
Okay, there it is drawn out. That's what I was imagining in my head. Endless possibilities of that the whole time. Oh my god. I think it'll work, Cheryl. We'll be able to get across the other side of the river. Oh, it's Inspector Hastings. Maybe that copper wouldn't have arrested you after all. I don't know. Let's listen in. Have you seen her? No, sir. No sign of Miss Layton anywhere. Do you really think she did it, sir? What are you talking about, Constable? Of course she didn't do it. Something funny's going on here. Just think of all the cases we've been scratching our heads about that she's helped us to solve. Alright. Sometimes she plays the fool. Her heart's in the right place. She's not bent, I'm sure of that. My little lemon said it all. Kat doesn't just try to solve her cases, she's always thinking about what's best for everyone involved. She's a rare gem, that woman. It's blindingly obvious she isn't a killer. Yes, sir, I think so too. Thing is, Chief Inspector Britannius is completely convinced she did it. I don't know what he thinks he's playing at. To be honest, sir, I haven't seen much of him lately. He seemed to have been in the limelight a lot more. When I arrived at the scene to find him here, I was quite excited. Then it came to this pretty pass. We used to enjoy a bit of friendly competition, Britannius and I. I don't know what's going on in his head anymore. Anyway, the point is, as far as I'm concerned, Kat's innocent. Personally, I'd like to bring her in and work through it all. It'd soon show she was innocent, I'd reckon. But Britannius is investigating. The way he's banging on, I don't fancy Kat chances if she shows up at the yard. If only we could find her, I could warn her to stay away from now. Constable, let's look elsewhere. Yes, sir. Old Super Snitch is headed off. So Inspector Hastings believes I'm not guilty. Well, you have worked on a lot of his cases. He knows you as well as anyone. Well, a rare gem. Look at me, I'm blushing. We haven't got time to sit here and watch your tail wag, Cat. Let's get over the bridge. Must hurry to the wharf. Jesus, stupid log puzzle took up so much of my time. Let's move things along then. No sign of the police along here. Yeah, so let's get to the wharf while the going's good. Alright, you got a puzzle for me, chap? If so, let's see it. No? Been seeing a lot of coppers about today. Hello again, Mr. Fisher. Do you know what they're investigating? What they're investigating? Ah, yes. I feel like I did hear something. Maybe I didn't. Simple yes or no is all we're looking for. Wait, maybe I did hear something. Might be able to fish it out from the depths of my memory, you never know. Give me a minute. Oh, it's really not a problem. If you don't know, it really doesn't matter. Sounds like word hasn't reached these parts yet, Cheryl. Sounds like nothing's reached his parts ever. Okay, typical coin in the can. Typical coin on the roof. A typical streetlight coin. There's the typical streetlight coin. Alright, anything else? Bench, bench, bench. Don't need to talk to you again. Alright, guess there's no puzzles there. Finally, we've made it to the wharf. Just need to find a boat. Without saying goodbye first, darling. Chief Inspector Britannius, what are you doing here? It really is very simple, Katrielle. Rather like your mind, I told the Chief Inspector you'd definitely attempt to escape by boat. Yana, how did you know? I am a professional profiler, you know. It was a simple matter of analyzing your behavioral patterns. It was obvious to me that you'd think of a devious way to evade capture. A way to flee as far as possible with the least effort. In other words, a boat. Don't forget, I've had the dubious pleasure of spending a lot of time in your company. I had plenty of data for my analysis. Well, excellent job, Emiliana. You've obviously been paying close attention to the way I work. I'm not sure why you're so happy. You don't realize what this means, I presume. Oh yes, of course. Why did you run away in the first place? Successfully managed to implicate yourself by doing that. Chief Inspector was already convinced I was guilty. Well, as a colleague, let me give you some advice. Back to the yard. Turn yourself in. I appreciate the words of wisdom, Emiliana, but sorry, I'm not turning myself in. I've already deduced that would be your answer, but it's futile to run. And in any case, it would be better for every one of you come in and clear this up. Oh, we won't know how futile it is unless I try. Alright, ladies. I think we've had enough of a chit-chat, don't you? You're not getting away from me again, Miss Layton. Not a chance. A amazing. People will do to advance their careers. What did you say, Perfetti? Nothing. What's our move, Cat? Good question. I think we're in a pickle. Katrielle Layton, give up. I'm going to arrest you now. Sorry, I never was very good at giving up. But there's no way out, just like this little puzzle. In plain sight. Ah, that's fine. They won't attack you. The lions won't attack if 2 or more of them are in the same straight line distance away from their prey. Find a route to the exit. Alright, here they're equally spaced. Or equally spaced. Still equally spaced. And does this count as equally spaced? You know what? I'm not convinced that that would count, so I'm gonna move down here where there's 2 tiles in between me and that one. And I would just need to proceed diagonally. Then how do I get to the door? One, 2, 3. 2. Gotta be a way to keep equidistant to the last 2 as I make my way out. Over 1, but. Over. That might count. This count. 2. I think that counts as equidistant between this one and that one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, blah.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
You found a solution, but your back's up against the wall. You should be floundering. Sorry, I did say I wasn't good at giving up, didn't I? Bye-bye. Stop, Katrielle Layton! Stop! Run, Joe, run. Where are you going? The boat's the other way. We can't get away on a boat now, the police will be waiting. I hate to give up on that idea. Let's head to Bowling Hill instead. Bowling Hill? I think I'd rather get the cops. It'll be fine, and all the narrow little streets will help us evade capture. Even if the police follow us, it'll be much easier for us to hide somewhere. Alright, if you say so. What are you all just standing there for? After her! I'll offer a handsome reward to the first one of you to catch her. Yes, sir. Very good, sir. There's no need to panic, Chief Inspector. But we had her! She was within our grasp and she slipped away. Don't worry, just leave it to me. I have a good idea of where Katrielle will go next. Rather than chasing her blindly, let's head off. That's a far more effective plan. Yes, I like the cheeky way you think, Perfetti. Where's that murderer running to? Oh, it's quite simple. Katrielle will try to hide in. According to Emiliana, the Chief Inspector has a powerful desire to succeed. Oh no, it's Pirate Dude. Or we run away. 1 minute the place is crawling with peelers, and the next day they've all disappeared. The police, you mean? Do you happen to know where they went? Sorry, lass, that I don't. And if they're not here anymore, wouldn't it prove fruitful to stay here? There's a smokestack for puzzle before we head off. Ah, robot cakes again. Alright, well, of course, prioritize the edges. Especially that right edge. But maybe I should have done that first. Impasse. Alright, I guess I need to reserve this one. Really? Just give me the last strawberry for that. Alright, they found a way to not make this one immediately obvious. Dang it. Again with this. That'll do it.
This is an
Whew.
interesting one. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Time to save again. Anything on the cargo boat? The anchoring point had a hint coin. I already talked to you. You had a hint coin. None of these background buildings have anything. What about the truck? Alright, we're off. Nearly there, Cheryl. We've made it to Bowling Green at least. By a gnat's whisker. I think I'd better stash my bicycle somewhere so the police don't find it. Good idea. Not like we can go back to the river or chance a lane. We'll have to lie low here. Oh? What? Is it the pigs? Oh, look, that's Hans over there, isn't it? Hans? That gave me a heart attack. Detective, so stupid police still haven't caught you. Good. Yes, we've managed to outrun them so far, Hans. In no small part thanks to you and your brother. But what are you doing here? Working. I fix statue. Really? I didn't know you did that kind of work. I do all work. We do not drink only tea like you British, and you should not be wasting time here. Go into back streets where hard to find you. Yes, that's my plan. I wish you luck that stupid police don't find you. Thanks, Hans. Bye. So now we're gonna head into the dark and dingy back streets. Exactly. What's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. Come along. You holding out on me, any mini Mr. Statue person? Now that your streetlight friend there is. One of them's even holding a whole puzzle. Ghosts and gifts. Again. You can move the ghosts and gifts in any direction, just don't make a line of ghosts. Alright, but I need all the... Oh, shoot. Alright, I need all the gifts together, so I'm wondering where's... And I'm out of moves. And I made a line of ghosts. Alright, I have a feeling putting the gifts on the diagonal is the way to go. I don't have anything concrete that says that, but... The hunch. You know, Katrielle likes her hunches. Oh no, I did want that. I just decided I should move this instead is all. Can I do that in a couple moves? Yeah, I can.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
Alright, what else is this park hiding? More money, I knew it. Bushes. Guys, it's no time to beat around the bush. Or its statue, for that matter. Alright, saving. I think we can finally lower our guard. Oh yeah, there's no way the police would spot us here. You bark, I must have run out in the open. I suppose you're right, this probably is a little too exposed. Let's head down some of the smaller streets to somewhere less obvious. Okay, but we can peek around, like the mouse hole. Trash. Someone left something good in the trash, I'm sure. And in the potted plant, a razor. I know there was an orange spot, don't lie to me. Okay, it was the road. That's pulling coins out of the storm drain. That's how we do. We all about that life. We also clean out people's chimneys. Alright, now we can pause for breath. We should be safe here. Still safe-ish. Yes, let's just have a little rest. Uh-oh, there's someone there. What? Where? Oh, yes, it's... Rat man! Like a rodent from the gutter, he appears. Crooks and villains tremble in fear. The power mouse of justice is here. Rat man. I know that voice. Is that you, Mr. Chance? Mr. Chance? Perhaps at first glance, but no, join the dance. I'm Rat man. Sorry, yes, of course. Well, I'm glad it's you, though, Mr. Ratman, and not the police. I was out on a stroll, on patrol, looking for a troubled soul. And I'd wager I'd found one, judging by that face so glum. That's not really a rhyme. Well, the thing is, police are after me because they think I murdered Clover Price, the owner of the Lucky Clover. I didn't do it, of course, obviously. That's the pits, those rotten crits, accusing you of a crime you didn't commit. At least he knows that one wasn't a rhyme. But don't let your spirits fall. I'm well aware of all the deeds you've done, and so are the good people of London. Everyone knows, Katrielle Layton's nose is as clean as they goes. So stand tall, rise above it all. Your child has really eaten into your time to rhyme, you know that? Thank you, Ratman. You've given me my strength to carry on. Good to hear, have no fear. Sooner or later you'll be in the clear. Yes, I'm innocent, and I believe that the truth will prevail in the end. Though, being on the run like this, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to happen. How long am I going to have to remain a fugitive? Who's going to prove that I'm innocent? Talking to yourself again, Cat? Yes, yes I am. I can't believe I've been so blind. There's no one else who's going to prove my innocence. No one else except me. Ah, bulb lights in our heroine's noggin. The answer to the riddle comes a-knockin'. Still not a rhyme. Yes, Miss Layton, it falls to you, but no one's better at getting out of a stew. Justice will be served in due course. Thank you, Ratman. So how are you going to do it, Cat? How are you going to clear your name? By investigating the case and determining who the real culprit was. So we must go straight back to Chancellor Lane. Brilliant idea. Hornets' nests are such fun things to walk into. I don't investigate the scene of the crime, I'll never be able to prove I didn't do it. I have to get inside the Lucky Clover. I know it's dangerous, but it's a risk we're going to have to take. Alright, I don't want to rain on your parade. It was your light bulb moment after all. Thank you, Cheryl. Sorry you've been dragged into this. I can't have you making exceptions to any mystery solved just because the mystery relates to a member of the pack. Otherwise, there's no hope of you making any progress on the conversational canine case. And anyway, I don't like that Britannius. I want to bite him. How dare he accuse you of being a murderer? He's really taken the biscuit. So I say let's find the real killer and show that so-and-so what for being so sure of himself and so wrong. Yes, I'm so in agreement with you. Okay, a key to solving the case. I need to solve the case. This clue system does not make sense on multiple levels. Alright, I mean, what's the point of dragging things like 2 inches to where they need to go? And what's the point of having a clue if it's not even really a clue? I think this case just proves that it was a stupid system. I found a collection item, just gonna peruse around a bit more. Take that coin. Oil drum. Ah, yes. Oh, hidden puzzle. Stop the bomb! The timer on the bomb is ticking away. Apparently, it can be stopped if you connect the numbers 1 to 6 in order. If you select a number panel that changes color, find a sequence of numbers somewhere in the grid to stop the bomb. Alright, so there's gotta be a 5 next to a 6, and that has to have a 4 next to it, and that's a 3 next. I'm pretty sure that works. You connect the numbers 1 to 6 in order. I'm pretty sure that was the idea. Let's find the location where I can do this. There's other 5s near 6s, but otherwise they're all diagonal, except for this one, but then the 4 is diagonal to that. Yeah, this is the only 5 that is horizontally or vertically connected to a 6 apart from that one, so this has to be answered.
A good puzzle is something you have to chew over.
The key is just start at 6, don't start at 1. Oh, we got the final recipe. We can finally do that last minigame. Anything else in this alley? Alright, well, we save. Luckily, it wasn't the police. No, it's back to our home territory. I just need to get my bike, Cheryl.
Hey! Wait for me! Give me a ride!
A whole new ball game. Also just gonna shout out for the love of dog. Get away from the giant ball. If you take a particular route, starting at the top left and going to the bottom right. If you're hit by the ball or have nowhere left to go, you lose. The ball and bike move at the same time. On each turn they move one square. The bike can't travel through any squares it's been through before. I evaded it.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
Put the doggy in the basket.
I mean, if we needed a metaphor for the whole world being against her, well, there you go. That was too close for comfort. It was a little more exciting than I bargained for. We were very nearly flattened. Surely the police couldn't have been behind that, could they? Hard to believe they'd do such rough tactics, but who else could have done it? It was a bit over the top. Maybe they're just so desperate to catch you they've lost all sense of what's right and wrong. Maybe. Anyway, we'd better be on the lookout for other dangers. Alright, come on then. Let's hurry back to the Lucky Clover. There's not a police officer in sight. Well, there's a surprise. I was sure they would be out here in force, waiting for me to come back. Do you think he's given up on trying to catch you? Chief Inspector Britannius? Not likely. He doesn't strike me as the type to give up easily. No, agreed. He's a dogged one, all right. Ciao, Signora. What are you doing back here? Oh, sorry. I know you tried to help me get away. There's just something I need to do at the scene of the crime. But maybe it's been solved already? Is that why there are no police around? I wish it had, but I haven't heard anything like that. There were police up and down the whole street until not long ago, but suddenly they all disappeared. I see. I wonder where they all went. Well, let's not waste our chance to get inside the Lucky Clover. First, I want to check outside the agency just to really see what's up. Alright, the bystanders are still around. There aren't even any police in the shop. The scene of the crime. You'd expect at least one or two plods to be here. Well, this is your chance then, isn't it? Look, Cheryl, do you see the chalk outline? That must be where she was found. Yeah, other than that, you have no idea this was a murder scene. No, it looks completely normal. The displays and shelves don't appear to be disturbed. It's hard to imagine the theft was the motive. Perhaps it was someone she knew, someone who held a grudge. That's possible. Would explain why there are no signs of a struggle. That's an awkward place to display your goods, isn't it? Or does it just look high from all the way down there? She always used that mannequin's head up there to showcase her finest hats. In it, though, that's a little odd. What's odd, other than the workings of your mind? When I came in here last night, the hat was straight. Now it's at an angle. Told you, the working of your minds are odd. Who remembers something like that? I do. And I'm sure I'm right, because I remember looking longingly at that very hat yesterday. So you're saying between then and now, somebody tipped the hat? The Fiend! That is what I'm saying, yes. I can't imagine Miss Price doing it. So it was perhaps the killer. Alright, I take it all back. Perhaps you're onto something. Don't mind if I do. Just fetch the mannequin's head down. What's that? Its head is dented out of shape. Look. Was it always like that? I don't know. There was always a hat on it, so I wouldn't have been able to see when it got damaged. It doesn't sit right with me. There are no signs of anything out of the ordinary, other than the outline of a dead body. And if it's relevant, the dent in the mannequin's head. Yeah, if it's relevant. I wonder... Uh-oh. What is it, Cheryl? Someone's coming in. Could be the fuzz. Oh, I'm right. I thought you'd be here, Katrielle. Liana, just as I expected. Oh, you were expecting me. Of course, you're a professional profiler. I thought you'd have a hunch that I'd come back here. I don't operate on hunches, Kat. You might, but I prefer hard facts and scientific analysis. Your profile clearly identified the fact that you'd have come to the crime scene to investigate yourself. And will Chief Inspector Britannius be joining us? No, he won't be coming. I fed him some bogus information. He's currently investigating some random and completely unrelated location. See. So it was you who cleared all the police. Gave them a false lead. Correct. But don't imagine that I did it for your benefit. At first I thought we needed to catch you in order to get to the truth of this matter. But I was wrong. Sorry. Britannius has clearly jumped to conclusions here. He hasn't investigated thoroughly enough at all. His deductions are totally flawed. All I want to see is a proper investigation. No corners cut. I don't like that. In other words, you don't think I did it? I never said that. A proper investigation is all I said. That still sounds like a lot. Sounds a lot like you believe I'm innocent. But then, let's say, for sake of argument, that I do believe you're innocent. That would be based on evidence, not some misplaced loyalty. So, do you have evidence? As a matter of fact, I do. I know you've been telling the truth. That, in itself, is evidence. I can immediately tell when someone is lying, you see. It's quite simple, like this puzzle. Truth lies in a box of balls. Four people are talking next to a box of a 4x4 grid. Let's call them A, B, C, and D. There are 2 balls in each vertical line, A says. There is 1 ball in each horizontal line, B says. There's a ball in each of the 4 corners, C says. The only person lying here is A. But actually 2 of the 4 people are lying. Each slot can take 1 ball. How many balls are in the box? Okay, it says 2 of the 4 people are lying. And one of the people just says the only person lying is A. So, yeah, I don't think they even needed to have... I think they could have just said A, B, and C one person is lying. And the puzzle would be unchanged. Alright, but look, if there's a ball in the four corners. If there's a ball in each of the four corners, then B is lying. But if there's only one in each horizontal line, then C is lying. So I could imagine an arrangement like this, where it is the four corners, C is telling the truth. And that you gotta... Yeah, would it be possible to do A and B without doing C? Something I should double check. Would it be possible to have two balls in each vertical line, but only one ball in each horizontal line? For that, I'd say, I don't think so. Alright, so thinking about it. If there's two balls in each vertical line, that means there's at least... that means there's 8. But if there's one ball in each horizontal line, that means there's 4. Those directly contradict each other. While in the four corners, doesn't contradict with the idea of them being 4, but does contradict the idea of one in each horizontal line. So I'm thinking B and D are the liars. A and C are telling the truth. And so for the two vertical lines on the outside, the two balls are in the top and bottom. And then there's 2 more in each of the middle horizontal lines. Doesn't really matter where they are. Could be in the middle, could be at the top and bottom, just like the corners. Could be a little of both. I think either way, you get 8 balls.
This is an interesting one. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Again, I would have rewritten that so that D wasn't a complete waste of a person. But, you know, it's a fine take on the lie puzzle. So you're a walking lie detector, Emiliana. Ha, I see you haven't lost your sense of humor despite the focus on the manhunt. As a favor, I'll show you some interesting data. This is the autopsy report. Does it say she's dead? I knew that already. Let's see. Look at this, she suffered a blow to the head and bruising to the chest. What does all that tell us? Bruising to the chest. Something of a mystery, I'll admit. If I'm reading this correctly, the chest injuries had nothing to do with the cause of death. Yes, it's unclear how those injuries came about. The cranial blow was the clear cause of death. It seems probable that the victim was struck heavily with a blunt object of some description. Anyway, that's all the information I'm able to give you. You're on your own now. Thank you, Emiliana. Don't thank me. The only reason I did this was because I can't see anyone falsely accused. And my profiling clearly shows that the culprit in this case bears no resemblance to you. Not to mention... To mention what? Not to mention that despite our differences, I can see that you're obviously well-intentioned and honest. It's very big of you to say so. You are not the killer. That's what my profiling demonstrates. So it's up to you to prove my profiling accurate. Goodbye, Katrielle. After all that yapping, it turns out the perfect storm is on our side. Yes, and she's a very valuable ally. The real puzzle now is that bruising on Miss Clover's chest. How did it get there? She died here in the shop from a blow to the head. No signs of a struggle. Dented mannequin's head on top of the cabinet. And the bruising on the chest. Wonder. Oh, I didn't hear about this intense action. I was solving a murder. Like someone actually died for once. Welcome back. Of course, I know exactly what happened here. You do? I do, and I can prove my own innocence. Yeah, the police accused her. Be careful, Twitch doesn't like that word. That's what I learned in the first episode. Although, he did actually do something for once, and he, like, held back police officers while we evaded capture because they thought it was us. So, hey, he's finally useful. You just had to be a meat shield to do it. So why was she killed? That's what's got me scratching my head. Some of all the answers will be here soon enough. All we have to do is wait. The killer's coming. Here.
Hello? Katrielle Layton. Here you are. Now I've got you.
Uh-oh, he's collared us.
Ah, right on cue. Good.
Miss Layton.
Cat!
Is it you who's got me, or the other way around?
What?
This mystery is history. Yes, the orchestrator of this plot is someone driven by extreme jealousy. Jealousy of my success. Isn't that right, Chief Inspector Royale Britannius?
Oh, please.
You're behind all this, aren't you? You're the one who set me up.
No.
And I, of course, am innocent.
What are you saying, Cat? The Chief Inspector? Really? Are you off your rocker? Explain yourself.
The two of you have always competed with one another for success in your careers. But you've been losing more and more ground each day recently, haven't you, Chief Inspector? So you concocted an elaborate plan.
What plan?
When you found out that Inspector Hastings was benefiting from my puzzle-solving skills, you started thinking. You decided to frame me for murder and discredit your rival as someone who solicits the help of criminals at the same time.
She's got it wrong, hasn't she, Britannius? I thought it was always just friendly rivalry between us. How could you do something like this? I mean, murder?
Let's not jump to conclusions, Inspector. Your colleague may be a right royale pain in the Britannius, but a murderer he is not.
I gotta give her credit for that line, at least.
You've lost me.
Ms. Price was trying to fetch down a mannequin's head from on top of a cabinet. Unfortunately, it fell on top of her, striking her a deadly blow to the skull.
But you said Britannius planned it. How could he have planned that?
You have the order of events in reverse. The Chief Inspector was the person who discovered Ms. Price's body. It was only afterwards that he conceived of this whole plan.
You really wanted to get ahead that badly?
I was born with nothing, you know. Absolutely nothing. For me, power and prosperity is the be-all and end-all.
I'm still not sympathizing with you.
If you beat me to the top, I'd be a failure again. A nothing. A nobody.
I'm a nobody and I live a perfectly happy life.
It was the extent of the bruising on Ms. Price's body that mystified me at first. But it was because of how hard you tried to resuscitate her. Isn't that right?
Yes. Poor woman.
So I think that proves it. A merciless competitor? Yes. A murderer? No. Wouldn't you agree, Inspector Hastings?
They finally tried to save her. That part's fine. The rest of his character is not.
I suppose that just about sums it up, yeah.
The incident involving Miss Price was a very sad affair all around, but the people of Chancellor Lane came through for me. Thanks to them, I was able to clear up the false accusation of murder for which I was so heinously framed. I'll never forget the faithfulness of everyone who stood by me so loyally, believed in my innocence. So ends another case. There's some sort of puzzle party coming up in the final case. Case 12 is going to be the end of the game. But that's for another stream. For now, we go back and get the 4 puzzles that they've decided to put back in case 11. One of them is in here. Everything looks neat and tidy. There's a puzzle. I don't know how it can be neat and tidy if it's got a puzzle. How dare they leave a bead tangle puzzle behind? The girl needs various pieces of cord with one red bead on them. Using a special cutter that cuts in a circular shape. Get the lengths of cord ready with just one cut. And this intersection is pretty suspicious. I mean, it seems to be the only one where a whole bunch of these threads meet up. Where it's small enough to get them all. That cord. That cord. That one doesn't need to be cut, does it? That one shouldn't need to be cut because it already has one red bead on it. This one has 2, so it's got to be separated. This one hits 2, so it's got to be separated. This one hits 2. And what if this one over? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with my gut.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
that room is clear. Oh, thank God it's not these two. Ow, Benji! The butler's got the puzzle. Oh, a third juice puzzle. 7, 8, 4, and 10. Need to split 10 into 1, 2, 3, 5 each. No, I wanted to. That was easier than the second one.
This is an interesting one. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Ew, I don't want to drink your brain juice. Any puzzles by the river? No, so they're all in Bowling Hill. We had our obligatory Indiana Jones cutscene here, as is evident from the missing globe on top of the statue of Atlas. Both of them are in this corner. Oh gee, I wonder if one of them is with the NPC that wasn't there before. Present picking. Some kids want to give their friend A a badge. B only knows the kind of picture A would like, and C only knows the shape. B says there's more than one option picture-wise. There is a badge with the picture A likes on it that is shaped like no other badges. More than one option shape-wise, but hearing what B said narrowed it down. Alright, there's 3 pictures. The picture is not the bear because it's on a circle, which matches up, and a square, which matches up. So the picture is a bunny or a cat. There's more than one option shape-wise, but what B said narrowed it down. I mean, there's this bunny on a star, which is unique, and there is this pentagon with the cat on it. Hearing what B said narrowed it down. A would be fine with more than one shape, but because it's not a bear, doesn't that mean it's not a... Does that mean it's not a square or circle at all? But then there's still 2 options. Whatever they're saying has to narrow it down to 1. Okay, wait. A liked more than one picture, but... Oh, wait, no. More than one option picture-wise means that there's more than one badge with the picture on it, but that's the case for all the pictures. But it does say there's a uniquely shaped badge that has her favorite picture on it. This is how we narrow it down to rabbit or cat. There is... Oh! There's more than one option shape-wise means that there is more than one of that shape available. Because these are unique. That's not it. But because we've ruled out the bears, we ruled out the circle. No, wait. It's the circle. Rabbit on it.
This is an interesting one. And that's how it's done.
Alright, one more puzzle to find on this screen, and then we're caught up on puzzles. Not in the trash. Still not in the mouse hole. A fire hydrant? Oh, not another slider. I don't like sliders. Yeah. Ooh, like sliders, not me. Don't like sliders unless they got cheese. Alright, this is where I break out the hints, because these are just the times I don't like it. It is possible with just 11 steps if you begin with the long thin crate at the top left. Of course you have to start with that one. There's no other one you really can start with besides this. As you bring the square crate that was next to the long one. Leave a gap in front of the entrance. Put the small crate along the path you created all the way to the... I like that. And that allows me to move this one, of course. But please spell it out for me because I hate this. Move the L-shaped crate just under the center, up and left. This. 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 I want this. Close. Not quite. Is that what they meant? Right, as far up as... Oh, then... Wait. Okay, no, but I'll walk through all that again. Long thin crate against the top wall. Bring the large square crate that was next to the long one. Leave a gap in front of the entrance. Small square crate. Like this. No. I think I messed that part up before. The L-shaped crate under center, up and to the left. The left. Now, other one, the left as well. As far up as it will go, long bottom. Please move. Great. Sliders are the death of me.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
With enough hints, yes. Alright, back to the agency. Alright, first off, how am I doing on decor stuff? Can I just buy the rest of the stuff now? Alright, I'm still a few short on being able to buy all the stuff, but there's a few new items. How's our collection looking? Still a couple gaps here and there. Alright, now it said there were multiple epilogues this time. After that 11th case, in fact, 5 of them. What happened with that ball that nearly flattened us? That wasn't part of the case at all. Brotsy, is good your side? Oh yes, good here. Then ball is back in position on man. Ooh, lucky no one was hurt. You are always letting things slip out of your hands. Must be more careful. Oh yes, it is called nominative determinism, Bratsy. It is not my fault. Why they put unstable ball statue atop of big hill? Stupid people. Just be more careful. First hand of Big Ben and now ball of bowling man. This time I cannot fix with bacon. Even I cannot make provetterol so big. Don't be so stupid, Bratsy. I only asked your help to bring ball back from bottom of hill. But provetterols. This is a good idea. What are you thinking? The children I see playing in this park look sad. Maybe we make them happy by giving free Lipsky profiteroles. Or maybe sweets. Oh yes, all children love sweets, Bratsy. We go back to patisserie and make bags and bags of sweets to give to children. Lipsky brothers will be famous across all London for doing such thing. No, yes. Alright, what about our constable? Hello, hello, what have we here? Chief Inspector Britannius arrested for falsifying evidence. Ah, yes, no surprises there. No surprises. Inspector Hastings already told me it was likely. Besides, I saw this coming before. The Chief Inspector was always too driven to succeed. I always knew it would be his downfall in the end. You did? Well, blow me down with a feather. You're great profiling at work, I suppose. I wonder what'll become of old Britannius now. No doubt he will be back before long after suitable punishment. After all, this unfortunate incident was a result of his desire to further his career, not as if the man really has criminal intent. I imagine his jealousy of Inspector Hastings has been consuming him. He's probably suffered enough already. What are you staring at, Constable? Do pardon, ma'am, it's just you're normally so severe. Underneath that harsh exterior, I can see there's a gentle soul. Severe? Help, I've angered the beast. If you'll excuse me, ma'am, I'm off on the beat. Fuck, then. Now I must complete this report. First I will have to detail how Katrielle has proven her innocence, and I must make it clear that Britannia's did everything humanly possible to save the victim. I suppose I can't put it off any longer. Inspector Hastings, why do you have me waste my time on this paperwork when I could be profiling a master criminal? Something about cats. Meow. What about all the furly-burly on Chancellor Lane before? I know, police everywhere, weren't there? Then a rabble turned up, of course. How's a cat supposed to get any sleep with that noise? At least it's quiet again now. Peaceful. Perfect. It's all since those new people moved in, if you ask me. You know, into that place that was empty for so long. The detectives, you mean? Yes, that's right. Those three from the Leighton Detective Agency. One of them's a four-legged, you know. What about the assistant, eh? Ernest, his name is? He's a real toiler, always tidying up around the place. Not to mention doing the shopping, answering the phone, making the tea. He's very domesticated. He sounds it. What a treasure. You know, that sure is the credit to the four-legged community, too. Not like that houndrel yapper who's always barking at us cats and chasing us around. I always go very gingerly past that book. Do you know what? I even overheard Cheryl giving Yapper an earful for barking at me once. What a gentleman. I mean gentle dog. The perfect gentle dog. Talking of which, Katrielle is the perfect gentlewoman too. Right as a button. She solved case after case since she set up her agency. You could never have guessed at the start how any of them were going to turn out. She's quite the star of the street. Well, she would be, wouldn't she? With a name like that, I mean. Well, that's certainly true. Do you know, the other day I was stalking past and I peeped in through the window. Not a peeping Tom, just so you know. Anyway, there she was, all alone at her desk, completely still. She was no doubt deep in thought, solving the riddle of her latest case. She was having a cat nap. Oh, a cat nap. Yes, and she jolted awake and had this very far-off look in her eyes. Almost as if she remembered a tale from her history. Really? How can you be so sure she wasn't just feeling fuzzy? Well, I suppose it could have been that. Perhaps you're right. You're always reading too much into things, Stripey. That's your problem. You're a perpetual overthinker. Now, don't get catty, you two. Anyway, I think we all agree that there's an asset to this city. Yes, definitely. Things promise to get interesting around here. Just so long as they don't cause too much of a furor. We got enough fur already. Categorically. We briefly saw Ratman in the last case. Well, how's it now? Can you still shake it off? It should be a better fit. I've increased the chest by 8%, so you should get breathless. So you shouldn't get breathless. I've also strengthened the elbows and replaced the belt leather. Aha! My Ratman suit is once again a beaut. Mrs. Slow, you're the swiftest tailor I know. Well, I have to be. The moment I knew there would be 5 Ratmen, I suspected I'd be working around the clock to fix all your outfits. We can't be having a Superman in a scruffy suit now, can we? Or Superstar, or whatever you call yourselves. When the power mouse of justice is fighting crime, you have to expect a little grime. But all us Ratmen appreciate the time you give our suits, so keep their shine. I still remember when you first came in with your drawings and asked me to make you this suit. I thought I must have gone through the looking glass into Wonderland. No superhero appears without a cape or ears. It's our suits so foxy that gives us the moxie to fight those poxy crims. And now you've got me dressing up and doing the Ratman duties too. Though sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. I don't like the contradiction, but it's sweeter than fiction. That's the song if I'm not wrong. And now I must away to once again save the day. Ratman. Now then, where was I before I let him come in with the rain? Ah yes, this big girl. Yeah, I need to begin again. These two halves don't match. That's a we are never ever getting back together moment if I've ever was one. Alright, finally, Cheryl's got an epilogue. That's enough exercise for one day. My legs are only short after all. I should be heading back to the office. Anyway, if I'm out too long, Cat and Pinstripes will start to get in a flap. A dog flap. Oh, what a cute little doggy! Great. No need to growl at me, little doggy. I'm not gonna hurt you. You are going to hurt my head. I don't do children. Cheryl O.C. Combs is a man's dog. I'm a deer stalker for goodness sake. Do you know any tricks? Pa. As if. Oh, you can't do that one? Not can't. Won't. I don't know where your heads have been. It's really easy. Let's try again. Pa. Can't you take a hint? I don't want to. Is it the growl or the tail between the legs that's throwing you off? You really can't do it, can you? Oh well, never mind. Some dogs are just cleverer than others. Don't worry. That's right, because lifting up a paw takes so much brain power. I'm sure I can teach you. If you want. Look, you just lift up your leg and put your paw forward like this, see? Go on, give it a try. Paw. This conversation feels very one-sided to me. You going? I thought we could be friends. Oh, alright then if I must. Just once. Here you are. Paw. You did it, little doggy. That's terrific. Oh, good girl. Girl? Alright, I've had it. You give a girl your paw and all she does is insult you. Don't be a stranger, girl. Come and play again sometime. I could teach you big and stay. Ooh, I could put your bows in hair. Bows in your hair. Cheryl cannot catch a break. Not to mention, he's still a dog. Just going to cross all these off the journal so that it stops flashing the word new at me. Alright, I just saved. Alright, having finished these other two minigames, we can finally give this one our all. Got all the hors d'oeuvre options, all the soup options, all the main dish options, and all the dessert options. Alright, so the way this works, this is a logic puzzle. Of course, you just gotta assign things based on their different categories. Things like calories or taste. You look through the options and see which ones are the best fit. At first he's just saying, I want a beautiful dinner to stimulate the creative juices. So that tells you appearance matters, but I can interview him a bit more. But actually I can interview his brother. Bratsy likes food on plate that is looking beautiful. So in case it wasn't clear from the little prompt there, appearance matters. When I think about it, Alex never orders spicy or strong flavored food. I didn't get to finish reading that. He says he doesn't want to dull his sensitive taste buds. Okay, so stuff that looks appealing and is not spicy or strong flavored. So something of a mild flavor. For example, Tom Tom. Looks fine to me, but very spicy. Balsamic Tang. That sounds a bit strong to me. Spring Rolls doesn't strike me as like the creative appearance. I would think he wants something more colorful. This is popular with young ladies, so I feel like it's not meant for him. This one specifically says colorful feast for the eyes and mouth. So we'll start him on a radish salad. Fresh looking cold soup, sophisticated crab meat. Garlic is a strong flavor, this one is spicy. A thick, creamy chowder. This one seems to have the most color going on, but I'm gonna start him on a mushroom soup. Because he's a baker. That's topped with pie. I feel like that's a winner. A spicy Indian dish? Nope. Divine looking fish. That could be the creative look we're going for. Yeah, I think it's gotta be that. Finally, the sweet. These are clear, vibrant. I mean, it doesn't look fun. Not too sweet, so not strong flavored. That might be nice. I'm gonna go with this because of the vibrance. So I'll try serving these 4 items too. I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long. I am licking lips in anticipation, Miss Layton. Let me find out. There are some dishes I like very much, but most important for me is presentation. Okay, so that was considered wrong. Probably the soup, to be fair. Presentation is most important. It's fresh looking. I don't know if that counts for appearance. See, that's the other thing. I didn't want to say it earlier. But in addition to having to unlock all these options, some of which you're gonna need in the long run, we only just today unlocked them all. After 11 streams of this. But, you know, it's also kind of vague. It's a lot of trial and error to see what ultimately works. I'm just gonna switch out the soup and see what happens. Usually I avoid dishes with many calories, see? See, he didn't say that before. Doesn't say it in his bio, it doesn't say it in his interviews. I had to find that out the hard way. But this one has low calories and is... Well, he said he's trying to avoid desserts and that's pie top, so maybe... Maybe this was the right soup for him after all. That's low calorie and it says skillful knife work, divine looking dish. Low calories, colorful feast for the eyes. This one even says low calorie. I'm just kind of thinking the soup was off. This is perfect meal. I am very impressed. Radishes are cut in beautiful shapes. Soup has fresh, invigorating taste and looks pleasing to the eye. Sashimi from entire fish is perfect idea. In dessert, looking like a bowl of swimming fish is work of genius. Every course and meal gives me new inspiration. Perfect, really perfect. Thank you. That's what you're aiming for on everyone. Ideal. It is possible to get an in-between rating. Where you get, there's off course, there's I don't remember what they call it, but there's like an acceptable, good enough type of rating. And then there's ideal. Dynasty bar none, I've chowed down the world over, cat, so I'm looking for the best meal in town, bar none. Phineas, what kind of meal are you after? I've chowed down the world over, and I'm telling you, this meal is gonna take some satisfying. Looking for the best meal in town. Now, what was it again? I'm sure there's a particular ingredient bar none always used to have in his food. Yes, Mr. Barnum, of course. He likes to travel. I know that. He's never been to South America, though. Okay, so nothing's from South America. Also, I believe because there's 8 of each, and there's 8 clients, there's like 1 ideal match per person, so the radish salad's not gonna do it for him. I'm gonna say his was eggs. Not sure why, but I'm like convinced that egg was a big thing. Crab meat and egg. Got the big fried eggs on it. Custard is made with eggs, is it not? I'm just going by that first hint, and I picked stuff that all had the same ingredient in it because it was hinted that there's one he likes above all else. And I don't think I picked any South American dishes. Now that's what I call a meal. Did I mention I like eggs? Oh, and he's never tried silpancho. I think, oh, okay, so that one was a South American dish, and that's why I should pick it. But, yeah, I still got it based on the eggs. What sort of dinner are you looking for, Pippa? Well, Katrielle, I'm hoping for the perfect menu to enjoy while watching the festival fireworks. What goes well with fireworks? Well, I think the mayor likes fish. Oh, yes, that's right. She does like fish, but not raw fish. She's always watching her figure. Mayor Loanita always in my patisserie when I make something new, but I think she doesn't like food too sweet. See, those are better hints. Avoid the high calories, avoid raw fish, and avoid overly sweet food. Let's see. That's high calorie. Popular with young ladies. This time it is a young lady we're talking about. Piping hot potage of pureed pumpkin and yogurt could be the right thing for her. She likes fish, but not raw fish. That's dolphin fish, but it's high calorie. Oh, this very first one says dish, and it's spicy, good for the skin. It's definitely not too sweet. This says mildly sweet, yogurt and pistachio, low calorie. Although she may also like the apple crumble because of how traditional it is. You know, she's thinking of the festival, that's a tradition. I'll just try the shirkand first. Oh, I included raw fish somewhere? Where'd I include the raw fish? That raw? This says cod and coconut milk. Like, the sashimi is raw. It's in the soup? There's no way it was in the soup. It had to be the white fish then. I guess I have to try this. Even though it's high in calories. God dang it! I said it was too high in calories, did I not? Ah, boy. But you have to like one of these. Maybe she doesn't want any sort of fish. Just try the chicken. Okay, so no meat at all? That what that means? Is there anything here that isn't meat? I'm still okay, so I'm thinking there's gotta be something else in here that's got raw something or other that I'm not understanding. I've already used those first. What do you like, Tom Yum? Oh, prosciutto is meat. Doesn't want meat at all. Shrimp and fresh salmon, that's raw fish. High calorie, high calorie. Try sometime then. Maybe she's just all in on the Indian. I mean Thai. Okay, there you go. Super. It was good, but not the best. Oh, what else can I try? Maybe she does want the apple crumble. Well, she was fine with it, but that didn't improve it enough. Hot, sweet toffee sauce. Maybe the frozen lemon tart, because she'll be outside. There we go, that's what I was hoping for. Papaya salad with a spicy tang, the mix of flavors in the soup of curry. Cooling down after the spicy stuff. Alright, let's end off on one final client, Madame Gretchen Doublé. I'm expecting a simply sumptuous meal that one wouldn't grow tired of. Madame does seem to have gone off of meat as of late. Oh yes, I hear Madame Doublé enjoys a most exotic diet. Alright, that probably doesn't count as meat. For her, I'll try foie gras. Seems up her alley. Exotic and all that. Garlic soup wouldn't have the meat in it. Or neither would the mushroom. Clam and porcini sounds more exotic. That's meat, that's meat. A lot of this is meat. Something in mahi mahi. And exotic, I mean, durian ice cream is strange. Well, I must say, it's been some time since I felt so satisfied. The foie gras de la mer was delightful, the soup divine. I've never eaten a particular fish before. It was wonderful with the tiny cheese. And no one tires of ice cream, of course. What an absolute delightful menu. Hey, first try. Of course, it only gets easier from here because you have process of elimination on your side going into the rest of the clients. But we'll take care of those for at the start of the next stream. And then we will take on the final chapter of the story. That's gonna happen Tuesday, because on Saturday it's The Downplay, featuring another niche title. Thanks to anyone who stopped by, such as Airfoil, and have yourself a good night.